Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my October TBR. So basically books that I want to read this month, and this is my beautiful pile. And I'm going a little nuts into the whole dark, creepy mystery thriller books because October, and that's like the best time ever to do so. Some of these books you haven't even seen in my haul yet, so you're gonna probably be seeing them at the end of the month, but I'm accumulating a ridiculous amount of books and I'm like waiting for some to arrive before doing a haul. So it's just gonna be big and ridiculous, and we all love that. So let's start with the books I want to read this month. I want to continue rereading Harry Potter. This is the second book. It's my first time reading them in English, so very excited about it. I read the first one last month, loved it, and obviously I want to continue. I'm giving myself only the second one to read because I want to focus on creepy reads, but obviously want to continue this too. The second book I want to read is The Kind Worth Killing by Swanson, and from what I know, this book is about two persons that meet at the airport. A guy is just talking to the girl randomly next to him, and basically at one point he says that he wish he could kill his wife or something like that, and the girl takes him seriously. I think they do it together, something like this. So definitely works, thriller, creepy, dark book. I'm excited to read it. It looks pretty big, but to be honest, because it's like a pocket size, shouldn't be that bad. So this is the second book I want to read. Next book I want to read is Inhalation by Wandermeer, which I have seen Katie from Chapter Stacks, which I'll link her channel down below. She was talking about this book, saying how creepy and dark it was and kind of scary, and obviously October, scary, creepy books. Yes, I'm all about it. And you're basically following people going into Area X. They're, I believe, like the 4th group to go. They're part of the 12th expedition to go. In the past, people that went were just like masculining each other or killing themselves or coming back but being really, really weird. So that seems like something I'm going to be enjoying. It's pretty short too, so. This book, I've been really intrigued by the premise because obviously the book Bird Box by Josh Malerman. You're following people after something happens to civilization. Every time someone sees something and you don't know what it is, they kill other people and then kill themselves because you don't know why. So basically you're following a girl a few years afterwards. Everyone has to just hide their eyes, not look outside, just cover their windows and everything so they don't see whatever that is. And I'm really intrigued. I hope the ending is good because those are the type of books that usually the ending is kind of vague and I'm like, no, I want to know exactly what happens, but we shall see. The premise really, really intrigues me and obviously seems pretty dark and perfect for October. Next book I want to read is More Than This by Ness, and from what I believe, this book, by the way, is absolutely humongous. Like almost 500 pages and it's like huge. And basically you're following a guy that remembers dying and everybody else is dead. Something happened. Again, you can kind of see a pattern here. I just think creepy, dying people books are perfect for the fall, so I wanted to read it. I don't know much more about it because I kind of want to go as blind as possible. Those are the type of books, thrillers, that you don't want to know too much about it, so yes. Plus I really, really like the cover. It's really amazing. A lot of the other books, I don't know much about them, so I'm mostly going to show them and you can let me know whatever you know about them, if you like them or not, because I'm not going to force myself to only read these books. I do have other creepy books that I might prefer, I might feel like reading, but the next one is something that I absolutely need to read this month, and it is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, which, have you seen this cover? It's just calling my name. It's so bright and like crazy. I love that the spine matches. This book is basically a sci-fi. You're following a guy, and I don't know how to describe it without ruining it. I already started reading it and it's awesome. I'm gonna try to be as vague as possible to not ruin it for anyone, but basically you're following a guy that gets kidnapped, and then when he wakes up, he can't find his wife and his son. So basically think sci-fi, quantum mechanics. If you like physics, you will love this, and even if you don't, it's really well explained and it's not the main focus. There's a little bit of a romance, but it's not overwhelming, and it's like a romance of people that have been together for like 16 years, so it's not love at first sight or anything, so it's not sickly sweet. So yeah, I'm almost done with it. I absolutely love it, highly recommend it, and I'm hoping the ending is good, just gonna, you know, but yeah, this is good stuff. I also want to read You by Carline Kepnes. Basically, this book, you're following the story from the eye of the person that is the creepy person. Wow, that was really well explained, Emily. But basically, you're following a guy that starts obsessing with the girl that I believe comes into his work, and I believe he works in a like music shop or something. So basically you see the story from his point of view, talking about her and saying like you, which again, creepy story, very excited to read it. A lot of people were saying how good this is, and again, you don't want to know too much, thrillers are just better that way. I'm hoping to read this book, but it's so big and apparently it's not the quickest read, so we shall see. But I would love to read The Library at Mount Char by Hawkins. This book is really hard to explain and I don't know much about it yet, so it's really difficult to explain, but basically kids being taken to the library by like gods. Apparently it's dark, mysterious, and that's all I want this month, apparently. I got this book because, first off, the cover, I had to order it from the book depository online because this is the UK edition, and how much prettier is this? Like, I can put the other one so you can compare, but this one, I just needed it. I was seeing another booktuber talk about it, Bookish. Again, link her channel down below. She's absolutely adorable, so I will link her channel down below so you can go and follow her. But I wanted to read more thrillers, and apparently this one is really good. This one is I See You by Clare Mackintosh, and you're basically following a girl. She one day sees her picture in the newspaper, and there's no explanation or anything, and she's just a little bit creeped out. And the next couple of days, she just sees other random people, and basically she wants to find out why her face is in the newspaper, what happened, because there was no description or anything. So basically someone following her or something. Again, thriller. The next book I know is becoming a movie, and I believe pretty soon, and it is A Monster Calls by Ness. And you're following a little boy that basically starts seeing a monster, I believe, ever since his mom is starting her treatments for cancer. So it's apparently a really good book, and like I said, it's becoming a movie, so I obviously want to read the book beforehand. So I will be reading this month. The pictures inside are really beautiful. So obviously, it's supposed to be dark and make you cry like a baby, so I'm gonna do that this month. I also wanted to finally read The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, which I'm super late to the game. I know. I believe this is coming out as a movie. Is it this month? Is it already out, or is it like really soon? Obviously, I need to read the book before it comes out because I don't like to do it the other way around. Do you do the same thing? Because half the time I can't get myself to read the book afterwards. But basically, this book I've heard kind of mixed reviews. I know a lot of people love it. Apparently the ending is really good or not good depending on your taste. And the main character is not really likable, which I think is the main issue with a lot of people. We're used to like really rooting for the hero, and this one is like an alcoholic and she's depressed or something, which not that I can relate or anything, but I am okay with following some weird characters sometimes. So I definitely wanted to add it to the pile because it is creepy. It's coming out as a movie. Let me know what you thought about it. Do you think it's a must read or not? Then there's some books I'm not sure about if I will have time to read this month, but let me know if you think, I should find some times for them or not. The first one is from Gillian and Flynn. This is Dark Places. I am still looking for a sharp object at Value Village. I'm hoping to get it for cheap. So I have this one. Let me know. I know a lot of people are not sure which one do you prefer between the two. Apparently this one is still very dark, and most of her books are. So let me know if you think this is a must read, because I will find time for it this month if you say so. And there's Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. You're basically following a girl that dies, but then she relives the same day a couple times. I'm not sure the whole story, but I'm not sure if it really is a creepy, dark story, but I was really intrigued about it, and I feel like after all that creepiness, I might need some books that aren't as creepy so I can sleep at night. So I thought I would add this one to the pile. Let me know what you think. Is it worth the read? Because it is a pretty big book, but it seems really interesting. I also have The Creeping by Alexandra Sirowy, which you're basically following a girl that 11 years ago, she, I think, went into the woods with a friend, and then only her came back, and it's been like 11 years or something, and she's trying to remember what happened, trying to think it can help her friend, but apparently it won't. That's what basically the little thing says. It seems again like something very creepy, obviously with the title The Creeping. You're expecting to be creeped out, which obviously is perfect. Okay, so the last one that I'm going to talk about, I don't know anything about it. It's by Neil Gaiman. It is The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and apparently it's really good. That's all I want to know. From what I know, it is pretty dark. But like I said, don't want to know too much. Let me know if you have any other recommendation. Like I said, there's other books that I am interested in, so I might read those instead. But I thought giving myself a pretty big amount of books But I thought this pile might be a good start, so let me know if you've read any of those and you think I absolutely need to read them, or if there's other books that you've seen on my shelves or in past hauls that you think I would much rather read instead of these ones. Again, as usual, suggestions and recommendations are always welcome. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and not miss any future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.